Hey Aquarius, how's it going everybody? Welcome to Blue Mountains Tarot. This is going to be a general reading for my fellow Aquarians. Welcome to Blue Mountains Tarot. If you're new to the channel, my name is Alex. These are general readings, so please keep that in mind, okay? Just take messages that resonate. If they don't, check your other placements or check other readings that I have. I do offer personal readings. You can contact me below in the description box to set that up. And thank you so much, everybody, for your likes, shares, comments, contributions. Appreciate everyone's support. Please bear with me if you're looking for a personal reading. I have quite a few emails to get through, and I will get to you. There's a bit of it's a busy time right now. But I always feel called to do these readings for you guys, my fellow Aquas. One of the things today, I'm just going to mention the bird because we're going to do the bird reading at the end, is the blue heron. I've been crossing paths with these birds a couple of times in the last couple of days. And also, this could be a very highly, for those of you who are in the work of psychic energy, intuitive energy, medicine, all of that kind of thing, you might be sort of hitting some highlights or heightened awareness levels, very psychic, very strong energy in that field, okay? I don't know if it's astrology or what's going on, but some of you may be experiencing that. Let's take a look. General reading. Let's just see for Aquarius what's going on. There we go. Beautiful Ace of Swords. Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So Aquarius, this is very much like, I feel like you're very clear, okay? So I think Aquarius, we kind of, when we know what we want, we know what we want. And I think the Ace of Swords is showing that. Slowly but surely, okay? So for some of you, it's not necessarily going to happen overnight, but the big thing is knowing what you want, being very clear on what the decisions that you're making. Because I think you're realizing here that, let me just clarify something, Nine of Wands, about the lovers, okay? So within a connection here, Aquarius, you have, it hasn't always been easy, okay? You have the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Wands. So with the good comes the difficult, you know, with the easy comes the difficult. There's always like a bit of a struggle at times. It hasn't been easy, but I can see here where a lot of you are not willing, or you and your person are not willing to give up very easily. I think at times you may feel like you're not going to make it through certain times or certain things, but that lovers is also making a choice. It's making a choice to say, you know, we do have a connection. We do have feelings for each other. This has not been an easy path at this moment, but you know, I don't think you really want to give up, okay? That Knight of Pentacles is showing up. Maybe sometimes it's a little bit slow to getting exactly where you want to be in your relationship or your level of happiness, but it is a secure Knight. The Knight of Pentacles is a little slower, but it offers security. It shows up with something that is reasonable, tangible, secure, safe, okay? So I feel like there is a little bit of still some clarity and truth and understanding, you know, learning about each other, learning about yourself, learning about the other, vice versa. There's still some level of understanding that is coming towards you to also make you realize the things that do make you happy. What I'm really getting very strongly is it's really easy to know when we don't like something about a person. It's really easy to get an impression, or it's easy for us to get turned off. It's easy to figure out what we don't like. But time can also show you the things that you haven't yet discovered about what you do like. And you might like certain things about this person, or you might find like this person makes you really happy, and then a difficult moment happens and you're like, oh, maybe we're not going to make it. But you're still discovering things that you haven't yet realized that you appreciate or that you admire, or that, you know, that makes you feel good. So I want to say with that Nine of Wands, like, there is struggles, there is challenges. I think it's with every relationship. make a choice to kind of just push through some of those challenges, allow things to come forward in this connection as time progresses. It may not all happen very quickly. We might get very anxious, or we might, feel like if I'm not happy and I lose my happiness, it's over. It's, you're learning, you're realizing, you're getting more and more understanding of each other. Okay, you could be dealing with a Gemini. Let's see. What are some of these challenges? Let me ask that. What are some of what are these challenges that Aquarius is facing? What is going on with Aquarius and their person? What are they facing? Could be long distance, okay? The World. Now the World came out in reverse with the Lovers, with the Two of Cups. So for sure, some of you are dealing with a distance thing. Now, distance doesn't mean you have to fly across the world. Distance could be emotional distance. There could be some kind of emotional distance between you guys where somebody might still, have a hard time. I get this statement, closing the loop, moving through things. Things may be challenging longer than they need to, whether that's an apology or allowing for something to close out, allowing for something to kind of, let's look at it, let's face it, let's solve it and move on. You may have an issue with things, cycling through. Now, somebody here may also not quite be finished with another emotional connection. That could be one of your challenges here. There may not be an entire cycle done or an entire completion or closure for a relationship. Now, this could be you or it could be your person. Again, I feel like if you guys could work through things a little more quickly or easier, or connecting, keeping that emotional connection, because I do feel like there's an emotional distance. Maybe it doesn't have to be that your distance in emotions could be sharing love or sharing fears or sharing, you could be loving, but you could be distant with your fearful emotions, or so whatever that is for you in your connection. Some people hold back their expression. Somebody may say, please share with me all those things about something, and then the person doesn't share nothing. There could be an emotional distance there. Again, I feel like some connections have some loose ends, have some lingering things that are not quite resolved. Is there anything else here? One more. Any challenges that are facing Aquarius and their person? Yeah, there's something here about giving. Six of Pentacles. Reciprocation. You have to have it both ways, guys. I mean, you got to come together, meet each other halfway. Can't have somebody always giving and the other person not, or somebody always helping the other and the other person not reciprocating. So there is something here. The challenges around, there could be a little bit of financial challenge, or who's putting in all of the generosity here? Who's putting in all of the effort? Who's willing to spend a lot of money to fly all the way there? And, there could be something there around the giving aspect. And I think it's around emotions and also being able to give what is required in order to close conflict. Okay. And that could be as simple as a conversation or closure or reassurance or whatever that may be. So somebody here may feel like they're not receiving, or somebody's giving too much. Because you do have that Knight of Pentacles. Okay, could be somebody else here for you. It could be your person that's taking a longer time, or they don't show up quite as ambitious as you do. They may not be as quick to offer up whatever that may be. That's some of the challenges here. What does this person feel for, Aquarius? I feel like you guys do have connection and love and partnership in place. What does this person feel for Aquarius? This person is a little bit afraid that you might leave them. This person has somebody here has a bit of childhood abandonment, rejection issues. Someone here has a hard time, or it could be the other way, that they enjoy being alone. You could enjoy, I know I love my alone company big time. It's a very important aspect, but that might threaten somebody. That might make somebody feel like you're not interested. Like, are you going to leave me? Why are you not showing up? So there's a little bit of like somebody fearing or somebody feeling like they might let go and walk away. One thing somebody may appreciate here is that you make them reflect on themselves. You might say something, maybe you do a trigger, maybe you've triggered something from their past, but if you are being triggered, we all know, like, we have our triggers. If somebody's triggering you or you're triggering your person, it's maybe because it's something that hasn't been looked at, or we have to go inward and sort of, think about that, reflect that, resolve or heal that. There is also this energy of somebody does like the other person's level of wisdom or intelligence, that knowledge that they know. Okay, we've got Hermit here, Virgo energy. Okay. Is there any healing advice here for Aquarius? Well, let me see. How does Aquarius feel about their person, in case we've got cross watchers here? What is it? Actually, sorry, I'm getting ahead. What does this person need from Aquarius? Let's take a look at that. I always like to ask, when I read personal readings, I always look at what the other person might need, because we might have some blind spots that we don't even know, we don't even see. So let's take a look. What does this person need, or what do they need to do here? What does this person need from Aquarius? What are their needs? Love, 10 of Cups. Knight of Wands. They want to be pursued, Aquarius. This person, sometimes Aquariuses are misunderstood, okay? And we don't necessarily, we do pursue, but we don't always pursue, or we may make people feel like they need to chase us, or that, I don't know. I feel like this person really wants you to pursue them. Knight of Wands, 10 of Cups. This person would really like the happily ever after energy. They want to be loved. They want to feel loved. They may have had a little bit of lack of love from their past, their home life, the way they were raised, and they may sort of crave that in a partnership. It may come across with that energy of like, you might leave me or you might let me go, because there is a little bit of that insecurity possibly from the upbringing or childhood. But I feel like this person wants you to kind of do the chasing, Aquarius, to kind of be passionate about your feelings, let your feelings out, share your feelings. Okay, and that could be, maybe that's some of you, maybe you're keeping a little bit of that shield up or that filter. But this person, what they need or what they want is it seems like they would like to live together. They want to live with their person. They would like you to maybe move for them if it's long distance. They want that that loving home unit is what it seems like, okay? What is Aquarius looking for? Let's see. Again, Aquarians are very loving, very, very emotional, like they feel deeply, but sometimes it's not always expressed until that person understands you, maybe. they have the ability to kind of not show it or block it or compartmentalize it, push it, but I think ultimately Aquarius, we do feel very deeply. We think a lot, and that's the problem. It might be like transferred from our heart to our head. It's like people think we're always in our head or we're not showing our emotions, but it's like we're digesting all of these emotions. We're feeling all kinds of things, and we're just trying to make sense of it, trying to make the truth of it. So it appears like, what are you thinking about? Are you okay? What's up? And it's like, we're fine. It's just that we're processing all the time. What does Aquarius need from this person? What would be the advice for this person that Aquarius is dating or connecting with? Okay. 6 of Swords. Do you really want this person to let you go here, Aquarius? You're going to move on? Aquarius needs their calm. Okay? 6 of Swords. Sorry, guys. I can't help but laugh. It's like, leave me alone. That's the energy I get. Just go on your way. Leave me alone. No, Aquarius, you want calm. In this situation, I feel like you need peace. You need a sense of calm. There could be this energy, if there are loose ends from another partner, you would really like this person to move on from their past. You really want this, and maybe that's why you're like, I'm not opening up entirely, or I'm not going to open my floodgates or my heart until you have fully moved on and that you're fully present with me, like with Aquarius. Okay. So unless you want this person to be on their way, I don't think so. I think you want them to come towards you in a peaceful way while they've let their past go. Okay. So someone here I was saying, there might be some loose ends. There might be some lingering energy from past people coming around that Aquarius does not like. Aquarius wants the truth. Ace of Swords. This connection wants the truth, clarity, communication. That's at the first card you got. The ability to communicate, the ability to clearly make decisions so that you don't have to have it more difficult than it already is, to put that happiness first, rather than all these possible struggles or things that are kind of blocking your connection. Anything else that Aquarius would like from this person? The 7 of Wands. Yeah, let your guards down. So if anyone has their guards up, the 7 of Wands is here. Let your guards down. Open up a little bit. Don't be so guarded. At the bottom of the deck, Aquarius, is the Fool card and the King of Cups. So this relationship, I think it has a really nice ball of energy, and it has a ball of love in it, okay? But it has to that Fool card of let that ball roll and start the path together, is when the love, the emotions, again, that King of Cups, when somebody fully expresses their emotional feelings, when there's an emotional stability, trust, when things are for sure on both sides that the love is there for the both of you to take off. It could be that some of you are ready to move into that direction and somebody's a little bit reluctant. So it could have started, there could be some really good things here, but it's, someone could be taking their time or showing up with the Knight of Pentacles, just, they've got a few things to express or truths, and then it's kind of this situation gets rolling. I do think, Aquarius, with the 10 of Cups from your person, that they're the ones that your person is maybe waiting a little bit for you to fully unleash this relationship and let it go. Roles can be reversed. Take it as it comes. But I feel like your person's really looking for that loving, happily ever after, can we be together long term kind of thing. Are you courageous enough to take the challenge on, to fully embrace, open up our heart, and be in love? Okay? Because there is a little bit of reservation there. There is a little bit of guarded energy with the 7 of Wands. And it's almost like the 6 of Swords. I laughed, but it's almost like, someone's like, hey, I'm okay on my own too. So if you don't want to stick around and wait for me, I'm fine with that too. that could be Aquarius energy, where we are okay with detaching. We'll feel the pain, but I think that if you fully connect, there's something that you're kind of waiting for to feel like, okay, getting through a struggling moment. You're getting through something here that it's not ready to give up on yet. You're coming close to the end of a challenging part of your relationship that is sort of due for almost like a rebirth. It's like pregnant, this relationship is growing, and it's birthing, and it's sort of like once the delivery takes place, it's a new life, it's a new path, it's going to open up and move forward. But there's something that's still in a bit of a gestation period with somebody. Maybe some of you are pregnant, I don't know. With that 10 of Cups, maybe you're in a very loving connection and you really want to start to raise a family, or you want some kind of new path here with that Fool card at the bottom of the deck, King of Cups. 7 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups, or Ace of Cups. Yeah. Okay, let's see here. Be very interesting if the heron pops out. Some of you might be seeing those birds, blue herons, or any other herons, white herons. Let's take a look here. What's the energy for Aquarius? Thank you so much, everyone, for hitting the like, share, subscribe if you'd like. Leave a comment. Let's take a look. Whoops, upside down here. The Peacock. Perfection. Recognize and live your beauty. What's the Peacock have to say here? The embodiment of paradise struts into your life. Reveal your very own beauty on the outside as well as the inside. Accept yourself fully. Your guilt and shame do not serve anyone. Present yourself in your full dignity and perfection. The time is right for paradise on earth. With dignity, bring the spirit of the new earth to your place. Peacock gives you charisma. Be aware of this energy and give it to the world. My shining blue feather robe radiates beauty into the world. Like a royal train, I drag my magnificent long tail feathers behind me, and I show you how to unfold the gown of your own soul. When I fan out my feathers, the eyes on my tail feathers face all directions. Your gaze, however, I direct straight up to the starry world and the spiritual realms. Dancing, I remind you of the cycles of life. In my being, I unite opposites. I proudly wear my delicate yet expressive feather crown, helping you to free yourself of vanity and arrogance. I am nature's work of art, and I am aware that I enchant my surroundings with my beauty. Some more meanings: messenger of the gods, symbol of power and beauty. Kuan Yin, the goddess of compassion, is associated with the peacock. Shiva, Ganesh, and Saraswati ride on the peacock. The eye of the peacock feather reflects the eye of God, the eye of the heart. Live the beauty given to you by God, resurrection, eternal loyalty, and infinity. I unfold my wheel of beauty fully and in my rhythm. And what I want to say here, Aquarius, is that the word perfection is kind of like accepting the perfection that you are, even with your imperfections, perfectly imperfect. It's like somebody here might be shining like a peacock, and the other person is closed up. And they're not really showing their full colors or their full potential, or afraid that you're going to leave them because of an imperfection, or maybe you might not like me because everybody when I was younger let me go, or something like this. So for you and your person, Aquarius, it's like open up a little bit and shine who you really are. Show what you have to the world, to the people around you. And live within your truth, your beauty, your perfection that you are. I think it's really nice when two people can kind of face their truths, face their imperfections or their faults or their insecurities, so that we can, that King of Cups is behind the Fool card. It's kind of like an unconditional love. Love you no matter what. Love you regardless of the things that you've been holding back. So somebody here may benefit definitely by letting go and moving on from straggling ends or loose ends of a past connection or whatever needs to be dealt with. That might be for some of you. Yeah. Okay. Aquarius, I'm going to leave it there. Have a great day, guys. I will see you very soon. Take care.